There's a common question I get, and I'm pretty sure anyone who has tattoos or piercings also gets. Do they hurt? I never liked this question because if you take a moment to think about it, of course they do. You stupid motherfucker. It's a needle poking into your skin over and over again, and a needle tearing through your skin to make a hole for jewelry. I've never been into tattoos or piercings. No hate to anybody who has any. It was just never for me. It never really appealed to me. I liked the thought of having my ears pierced, but it was something I didn't take seriously or thought that I would ever do. That is, until I decided to go through with it. I had a crush on a coworker named Maria. I'd never really spoken to her because I never really knew what to say. So, you like turtles? I like turtles. I finally had the opportunity to break the ice when I saw she came in with a new lip piercing. Whoa, cool piercing. I've always wanted my ears pierced. You should get them done. I can recommend the shop I go to. They're really good. She ends up giving me the name of the shop, and that was it. In that moment, I made a really dumb and impulsive decision, all because I had a crush on her. The following weekend, I decided to go and asked my brother and my cousin to come along with. I felt very nervous and anxious, and in an attempt to calm my nerves, I took an edible, to take the edge off. I was left in a state of pure bliss. I sat in the chair, the piercer marked my ears, lines up the needle, counts to 3, and done. Instant regret. I pay and get out as quickly as possible. Right away, I had to brace myself against the wall. As my legs began to wobble, slowly losing my balance, I placed my other hand over my stomach, as an unsettling sensation takes over. My cousin quickly handed me a protein bar and rushed me to the car. After eating the protein bar and waiting a few minutes, I started to feel a bit better. In the weeks that followed, I realized they weren't healing properly. They were always swelling and red. It felt like the pain never went away. And yes, I cleaned them regularly like I was instructed to. So I had to take them out, unfortunately. I clearly didn't learn my lesson because a couple of months after that was attempt number 2. Mentally, I was prepared and knew what to expect this time, but that still doesn't change my pain tolerance from the needle going through my skin. So the second time around, I manned up and chose not to put any recreational drugs in my system. And I went by myself. What's the worst that could happen? Same as last time, I got really nauseous and I almost fainted. The workers at the shop quickly set me back in the chair and gave me some fruit and a soda. Most likely to regulate my blood sugar or something? I don't know. As soon as I got out of there, I called my mom to pick me up because I was too scared to drive. I didn't want to faint behind the wheel. You're so stupid. When are you going to learn your lesson? Piercings just aren't for you. She was right. Only one of them heals correctly. It's been a few years and one of them still gets irritated and itchy. I can't even lay down or sleep on the side that didn't heal right. What ultimately stopped me was going in one day back in 2020, asking to get a lip piercing, but the piercer said they weren't doing any piercings due to COVID-19, which was understandable. It was a terrifying and unpredictable time. He probably didn't want to end up getting sick. With tattoos, it's a different story. I have a surprisingly high pain tolerance and can sit like a rock. Body modification never really crossed my mind. One morning I just randomly decided to go get a tattoo. I couldn't tell you why. There was no real reason. It's not like I planned it. I just knew that it was cheaper than therapy. The first tattoo that I ever got was lettering on my forearm. Quick side note, when people warn you not to get specific things on your body, you should probably listen. I know from experience. What I got tattooed was not important, but I did end up getting it covered up. Not because it was bad. My tattoo artist actually did a really good job, and it came out really well. I just didn't want people to read it and assume things about me. As you get older, your perspectives and the things you like can change. I never planned on getting more after that, but seeing the rest of my body, it just looked really weird to me, like a blank canvas. From there, I just continued. Just a heads up, man. If you plan to get more, it might be a little difficult to work around that, just because it's in the center of your forearm. And that's how it started. That little mishap got me thinking and just planning things out better. It got a little out of hand there for a bit. That's where I was spending all my money, and I was going back about once a month. That's one thing people don't mention. It can get pricey and time consuming. If you want premium or high-end work done, it's going to be a bit of an investment. Or you can go the cheap route and get something you'll inevitably regret. Another thing I'd like to mention is, even if you're getting a small piece done, it can take a few hours. If you're willing to put in the time, endure the pain, and got the money for it, as long as you're not hurting anyone, I say go for it. I'm very fortunate that I can tolerate the pain. The longest session I ever had was 12 hours in one day. I've even fallen asleep a few times. I feel grateful that I'm able to do that. As somebody who is terrified of needles, I can relate to those who find it difficult to get through a tattoo session, because I barely got through a few piercings. It's a pain scale that varies from person to person. I can get through tattoos just fine. Piercings, on the other hand, make me feel like someone has just pulled the plug on me. So, with that being said, I will forever be envious of those who have multiple facial piercings. And in conclusion, yes, any type of body modification will hurt, but only you will know if you can tolerate it or not. Just be sure to listen to your body. Make sure you plan ahead if it's something you're thinking of doing. Be safe and go to professionals. But most importantly, don't die. Later.